Who cares what time it is? It's like 8. Does it really fucking matter? Hold on. I have to reach like a lunatic here. 7 p.m. Pacific time zone, okay? I live like a fucking lunatic. It's not because I am. It's because I got thrown in a room and I had to make the best of it. I found drug paraphernalia and just, I'm surprised I didn't find condoms and shit, okay? But everything else besides the condoms were in here. There was drug paraphernalia, garbage. It was disgusting. It took me a week to make it sanitary, okay? So I have to reach for my phone, ridiculous, feet away from me and stuff, okay? I'm not too happy about it. And I have been able to explain why the raspy voice and the exhaustion and all that, but I can't talk about anything else. It's completely and utterly forbidden. Only thing I can say, which is it's a good thing, is the stuff I'm witnessing 24 hours a day, okay? It's full speed ahead, and I'm fucking completely freaked out. My own biological mother has utterly and unequivocally, concretely stopped speaking to me. I can't get her to answer my phone calls. I can't get her to send me any text messages. I have been around her 3 times since the information was relayed that I was being evicted. It's 3 times. It can't be more than 3. And every time it's utter and complete, no words. Like, I can't even believe this, but when I said that I don't recognize who she is anymore, and I kept saying that she's going back to the danger no matter what I did, no matter what I said, trying to say, look, I'll help you. That's what I mean, okay? That's why she's just completely cut me off. There's nothing she has to say to me. She has chosen. I am not her choice. And the rest of it, I'm forbidden from talking about, okay? I am in here. It is so fucking freaky because of what I witnessed 24 hours a day. I'm fucking unhinged, okay? But I can't talk about it, okay? And, oh my God, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and it makes your heart fucking race all at once because it's my mother's house, right? Yeah, so it plays on a few levels with your emotions, and just you're like, holy shit, your heart's racing in here and shit. I can't say nothing fucking else. And then now she won't speak to me, so I figure I'm being served papers. I don't know. I can't get any information. It's just suddenly this huge wall of Putin. That's what I call it. Now, whether it is the wall of Putin or not, I don't know. But it's like this wall, this SS Nazi fucking wall I can't get past. I'm just using this as a example of World War II with you trying to get into Germany. You can't, okay? So I'm getting nowhere here. I go down there. It's fucking... Like I said, dude, I've made 1 plate of nachos. I eat once a day. I've got some food in the refrigerator I wanted to cook. I can't fucking get to it. Now that's happened 1,100 times, but I can't talk about it. But this is worse than ever. So if Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, with his Syrian Al-Qaeda buddies and his Saudi Arabian Al-Qaeda buddies, think they're planning an attack on my country, I would tell them, very, very, very ladylike, I would tell you to think again. Think again, because I'm not worried about no freaking fake, phony, wannabe dictator attack on my country. Okay, what I'm fucking being guided about, and I hate to cuss, is this. So get this, when I was walking today in the rain, guess who I heard, spiritually? It's not, I don't hear him. I heard Mohammed again. He said, Mohammed, I am. He made sure. I was like, well, that's not me. I was walking just thinking it was a thought, but it was Mohammed, I am. And I'm like, holy crap. Mohammed's talking to me again. It's been freaking months, right? And I tuned in and I'm like, okay, Mohammed, what is it? What is it? And he gave me very clear instructions. I'm surprised I'm doing this right now. Or he told me to, stay offline. He told me some things, man. He said, religiously driven Muslim terrorists are not finding any of this shit funny. Okay, so nothing that has to do with me coming from Washington, D.C., nothing that has to do with me being here. Religiously driven Muslim terrorists, he said, are your problem. It isn't Donald Trump. It isn't these wannabe Al Qaeda wannabe dictators. It isn't that. The good guys are okay. It's these for real religiously driven Muslim terrorists. Yes, okay, so I am just going to report that. I don't know. I don't know anything, dude. I'm just trying to get downstairs to heat up my nachos. I'm shoving nachos in my face like an animal in my mother's house. It is fucking depraved here. So my only plan is to go ahead and go to court, but that's what Mohammed was talking to me about, just guiding me as I walked. It was spiritual meditation stuff. He said, don't even talk about that. Don't even talk about it. Do not talk about it. So I can't, but I don't know why I'm not being spoken to. It is like my mother and her spouse have gone to complete and utter war with me. I can't get them to be civil or domestic or any sort of description words. If I paid them $1 billion, no, I knew it would come to this, okay? When I walked in, everything I've been witnessing, I figured it's gonna come to this. They're never gonna say, yeah, Heidi, we're your friends. Can you help us? No. And this is what I expected. My biological mother is not with me, folks. Not in a million light years will she ever be with me or want my help, folks, okay? I don't know where this goes, but I'll tell you this. Syria, Saudi Arabia, Donald Trump, and Putin are not going to succeed at attacking the United States. Not in a million light years. That is not our problem. Our problem right now is these religiously driven Muslim terrorists. So I don't know. I mean, that could be, speculate with that, but that's. He said today. He said, "Muhammad, I am." Remember how he used to say, "I am Muhammad"? He switched it up to get my attention. So it's just sometimes it's like psychic or telepathic. Your meditation can come like that, okay? Ask a pastor, ask a nun. It's the same thing, okay? All right, I gotta go. Goodbye.